Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm just giving an update on my hunting bow setup. So basically I'm gonna be hunting and all I'm gonna bring is just this bow here, which I've been playing around for a month or so. So the reason why I've chose this bow is that it is short compared to normal recurve. Most recurve will be 60 inches. This is 56 inches, which is quite short for a hunting bow for this type. And the reason why I've chosen recurve over compound is that the compound, it's a little bit heavy. I know that they make compound bow lighter, but they're very expensive. But yeah, this bow here, I've just calculated everything that's on this and it's under $200. So I mean, like the plunger, arrow rest, all these stabilizers, everything is under 200, so it's very affordable and you don't have to worry about maintenance. I mean, all you have to do is just unstring it and keep it, and it's good for years and years to come. So this is light, it's simple, and the other reason why I didn't choose the compound is the release aid. The affordable release aid, they've got this Velcro strap, and wearing the whole release aid the whole time you're hunting is a little bit annoying. So yeah, with this I normally use a finger tab, but the finger tab goes on quite quickly and without any noise. And also if I'm in a rush to shoot, I just use my fingers. Yeah, so that's the benefit of this. Now the accuracy, I'm just going to show you how I get this bow accurate compared to a compound. And yeah, I know that compound bows are very accurate. They're the most accurate bows in the world, but I'm not shooting competition, I'm shooting bow hunting, so a little bit off that much to the center or whatever, it's still going to kill the animal quite quickly. Yeah, so what I've done is I have put on a sight. Okay, it's not a 3-pin sight, it's just a 1-pin sight. And the reason why is that I know that when I'm hunting there are longer distance that I can try to attempt, and I've got to have confidence to attempt it. So that's what the sight is for, it's for the longer distance. So this sight is set at 40 meters, and I can use the bottom, I think I use the top of the sight for 35 meters, and I haven't tried 45 yet, but I can probably use the bottom of the sight as a gauge for 45 meters. But for that distance, yeah, it's you probably don't even have 45 meters in the bush, it's just so bushy. But 45 or 40 is probably the maximum. So yeah, so the other thing is I'm probably going to stop using a rifle, because rifles, same thing, they're heavy. They are heavy. I know you can get, you know, lighter rifles and things like that, but most of the rifles are heavy to carry around, and I walk a lot. And also the rifle, they make a bang noise pretty much, so that is something that I prefer to be quiet in the bush. Even when I'm shooting, I don't want, you know, anybody to know that I'm in the bush. It's just the way I like to hunt, is that I just like to be on my own, or like to be with my hunting partners, and just keep it quiet, you know. I know that there's a few times I've been shooting and then the farmers will come around and go, who's shooting, and you know, and then you have a talk with them and stuff like that. Not on their side of the land, but you know, just close to where the clearings are, that's where the animals are. So yeah, that's one thing I want to avoid. And yeah, I have missed with a rifle before, I've missed with a compound, I've missed with everything you can think of, I have missed. So it's not a perfect weapon, it's not a perfect hunting tool, but it's pretty good to what I have done with it. The another thing that's going to come is just a limb dampener for here. just got a strip that's coming from China that's going to be put on, which will make it a little bit more quiet as well. I have received a rangefinder in the mailbox, and this is very helpful. And yeah, so I'm going to be shooting in towards my guest house. Now some people would say that oh, it's a bit dangerous, your neighbors are there. My neighbors never come around that part of the area. It's got the cars over there, it's got a brick wall, and I've been shooting for a few weeks and I never miss, you know, anywhere far off that target ever since I've been practicing. So I'm pretty confident that there's no accident, and my neighbors kind of know that I'm shooting just at this morning, so everything's all clear. Just to, you know, some people are going to comment, oh, that looks a bit dodgy, you're going to hit something, it's going to bounce off and hit someone. Yeah, but that won't be the case. Yeah, 20 meters, which is pretty close. I might not have time to put on my finger tab, which doesn't take that long, and it's not as loud as, let's just say, a release aid with Velcro straps. So I can shoot instinctively with no finger tabs, just using the split method and using instinctive shooting. Instinctive shooting is me just feel. If it doesn't feel right, I don't let go of the string, and I'm tilting the arrow, tilting the bow and tilting my head, looking down the shaft. Okay, so I'm just going to come closer in. So I'm not using any sight method or anything, it's just all about purely feeling. Right. Not quite in the center, but that's definitely a hit. Anywhere close to that is a heart or a lung or any other thing that will take it down to bleed it out quickly. I'm currently at 25 meters, just putting my finger down to the 25 meter mark. Same aiming method, tip of the arrow go onto the target. And that is a close to perfect shot. Alright guys, someone did mention about broadheads. So they said that if I shoot with a broadhead it might go a little bit off unless I arrow tune it. But that's the current broadhead that I've got at the moment. I've got other broadheads in New Zealand, which I kept it there. 25 meters, string walking down, and we'll see where this lands. Of course I've tested everything. That is a perfect shot. Right, that answers someone's question about broadheads. Using the same method, this is at 30 meters. I'll just run in, eh? That is a world-class perfect shot. So I'm now at 35 meters, and I am going to be using the top of that ring to put onto my target. And I'll just run in for that one. And once again, I'm very happy with that shot for that distance. It's like compound accuracy, almost like compound accuracy. The 40-meter mark, I'm using the pin inside the circle, inside the ring, to put on my target. And that is a pretty good shot. At 40 meters, I have got time to relax and settle the shot. There's no rush because I'm so far away from the target, from the animal, that I do have time. So with the 35 and I'll just go back. With the 35 and the 40 meters shot, I'm using a different finger tab. So with the string walking, I'm using 3 under. With the longer distance shot, I am using split fingers. And the reason why is that I want my finger to be higher up the string, so that I don't need to aim as high. Anyway, it's complicated, let's just say that. But that is just one finger away from the bullseye. So at 40 meters, that is pretty impressive. Yeah, so with these finger tab, just to show you guys how quickly it is to put it on, let's just say it is in my pocket. So currently it's in my pocket. I take the finger tab out, slip it on the middle finger, it's ready to go. So, you know, within 3 seconds it's already ready on my finger, ready to shoot. This is the bow with the quiver on, with the arrows on the bow and with the quiver on. So I made this, I got my other quiver, cut it off, and I made some mounting pieces to slip into there. And I've tested it out, it's all quiet and it's all good. And that allows all the spacing under here. So that's all cleared, nothing gets in the way, nothing's touching, to allow the plunger and everything to be as accurate as this bow can be. So yeah, that is a very fine setup.